Hello, it's Godswill once again. In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at Python arithmetic operators. So operators in Python are used to perform mathematical functions, and we are going to be looking at a brief example of operator. So first, we have the addition operator, and this is used to add the sum of numerical operands or to add two numbers. So for example, I'll say that I should be equals to 119, and then I can say that my j should be equal to 35.5, and then using the arithmetic operators I can now print out the value of x plus y, and then we run this code, and then you can see that the value of x plus y, and then I can now print out the value of I plus j. And so I'll say I plus j, and then when you hit on the run button, you see that the value of I plus j will be printed out to the console. And so you can see that the arithmetic operator is used to add up two numbers. So 190 has been added to j, and it has been printed as 225.5. And so another way you can do this, you can also specify that k should be equals to I plus j, and then what you do is you're going to print just k, and so you can choose to print k. So instead of printing the addition of the numbers, when you run the code, you will see that the value of I plus j will be printed out as the console. Or you can also specify that add should be equals to I plus j. So we can also specify that add should be equal to the sum of I plus j. And so when you do that, you're going to print the value of add, and then it will give us the value as it is shown. And so that's how you can add up numbers using the Python arithmetic operators. So next, we're going to look at the subtraction operator in Python. And so the subtraction operator works the same way the addition works, only that you just change the symbol of subtraction, and then you change the symbol from addition to subtraction. So you use the minus sign for the subtraction, and then when you run the code, you will see that instead of printing out I plus j, to print out I minus j. So 190 minus 35.5 will give us 154.5. And so we also have the multiplication at, and also we also have the multiplication operator in Python, and the asterisk sign signifies multiplication, and When you run this code, you will see that it will print out the value of 190 times 35.5, which gives us 745.0. And we also have the division and we also have the division operator in Python. So the division is represented using a forward slash, and when you run the code, you will see that it will print out the division of I divided by j, and it is 5.35, which is the division of I divided by j. And to get a floor division, the division without a remainder, we are going to use a double forward slash. And so a double forward slash means that it will print out the floor division without a remainder in the Python console. So we are going to run this code, and then you will see that it will print out 5.0 as the floor division of I divided by j. And so we can also get the remainder operator for I divided by j. So we use that by typing in the percentage. So the remainder is also known as the modulus operator, and it returns the remainder, the remaining value after dividing the left operand by the left. But and so we can also get the remainder of our operators. So the remainder operator, which is, and also we can get the remainder of the two operators or more operators that you may have. And so to get the remainder, we use the percentage sign special character, and then when you put the percentage, you get the remainder of I and j. The remainder is also known as the modulus operator, and it returns the remainder after you have divided I divided by j. And so let's run this code to have a better understanding. And so the remainder is 12.5. The remainder of I divided by j is 12.5. And so let's look at a more simpler example. So let's say our I should be equal to 5 and our j should be equal to 2. And so using the remainder operator, when you run the code, you're going to see that the remainder of 5 divided by 2 is 1, because 5 will go into 2 times, and then the remainder is 1, because 2 plus 2 is 4, and you have to add 1 to get 5. So when you divide 5 by 2, 2 goes into 5 2 times, and then the remainder is 1. So that is the use of the remainder operator in Python, and you can use it to get the remainder, which is the left out value of your operator, and you can use it to get the remainder. So next we are going to be seeing how an operator sequence works. We're going to see the working principle of operator. And so let's look at the sequence of how Python performs its arithmetic operation. And so Python uses the MDAS, which is the multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction method to run its sequence of arithmetic operation. So for example, let's say our I should be equals to 10 plus 5 minus 3. And so what the Python console will do is that it will start from the multiplication, division, addition, and then before it goes to subtraction of the numbers. And so this is how you can print out the sequence, and, so this is how Python runs its sequence of operation. So for example, take that you want to perform either a subtraction or a multi or so for example, if you want to perform a specific operation and then you cannot do that just because Python follows the multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction pattern. So all you have to do is to group the elements. So all you have to do is to group the operators which you want to multiply by using a bracket. And so take for example, want to add 10 plus 5 and multiply it by 3. So our answer here will be given as 45, because 10 plus 5 is 15 and 15 times 3 will give us 45. So when you run this code, you see that 45 will be printed out as the result. So if you want to perform a particular operation first before the others, what you do is to use the grouping, and you group in the operators, you group the operand. So next we are going to be seeing how Python performs its sequence of arithmetic operations. And so take for example, we want to perform addition or subtraction of number. So let's say I should be equals to 5 minus 2 times 20. And then we can now print the value of I. And so we are going to run this code, and you see that, and you so when you run this code, you will see that it has printed out the value of I, which is 5 minus 2 times 20. So what it has printed here is that, and so when you run this code, you will see that it has printed at the value of 5 minus 2 times 20. So what has happened here is that Python first of all uses an MDAS pattern, which is multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction pattern. So it starts with the multiplication before it goes to division, addition, and subtraction. So it starts from the division sign here to multiply and to get the result. So this 20 here is an operand, the 2 is an operand, the 5 is an operand. So what Python does is it starts multiplication. So it starts by multiplying 2 times 20, which is 40, and then before it goes down to the final pattern which it uses, which is subtraction, and then it now subtract 5 minus the result of 2 times 20. So this will give you minus 35, but our expected answer is supposed to be minus 3 times 20, which will give you 60. And so to do that, what you have to do is to group the statement, to group the operands in parentheses, and then when you group them, you can now have your desired result. So instead of giving us minus 35, 5 minus 2 will give us 3 times 20 will now give us 60. and then when you run the code, you see that the result of 60 is printed out as the result. So remember that to get your operands right, you have to group them, because Python follows the multiplication first, division second, addition, and then subtraction to perform arithmetic operations. So you group your statements, you group the operands, the ones you want to perform first before the others, as the case may be. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, if you do, subscribe to my channel, the notifications. Thanks for your support. If you feel like contributing to my work, you can contact me and it will be greatly appreciated. Share the video. If you have any question or comments, you can drop in the comment section below, and I'll see you in my next tutorial where I'll be talking about Python assignment operators. And so that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.